my mentor told me years ago, he told me 3 years ago, you have one of the greatest minds, but the only thing that you lack is hearing the voice of God. And it wasn't that I couldn't hear his voice, because when I would cry out to God and ask God things, he would tell me. It was that I couldn't hear his voice enough to lead you. And so the last 3 years of my life being in this relationship with God, I'm able to discern his voice. So when you say to yourself, I can't hear God, ask yourself, are you a sheep? The word of God says, my sheep know my voice. So are you a sheep? It takes more than believing in God to hear his voice. It takes more than believing in God to hear his voice. The devil believes in God, but in order to hear God's voice, he has to be summoned. Do you want to be summoned? I don't want to be summoned. We have access to the kingdom of heaven. We have access to the Spirit of the Most High God. The devil can only hear God when he's summoned, when God asks him a question. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he can't just go knocking on God's door and being like, hey, can we talk about this here? But you can. We can go to God and go to him. And we don't have to be summoned. So when you can't hear the voice of God, ask yourself, am I a sheep? Is he my shepherd? Is he my shepherd?